morning, this is Eric Miscoll with EMSNOW. I'm on the show floor here at IPC Apex in San Diego. Over at the Zestron booth and speaking to Ravi here about kind of the technology. Obviously you guys do precision cleaning, we can work into that. But why don't we start with kind of what you're seeing and what the customers are talking about relative to the technology changes that you're being asked to address?
Thanks, Eric. It's an interesting question, and we are over here and we have been saying it's more about reliability, which is turning out to be the most important aspect. We are starting to see is more in terms of the semiconductors and surface mount technology. There is no longer like a true distinction. Both these technologies are actually merging very closely. We are starting to see more of fan-out wafer level packaging, the 2.5D, 3D packages, flip chips, QFN, LGAs, like low standoff components, like almost like less than a mil. That's starting to be used on surface mount boards. And so it's becoming, reliability is definitely becoming more challenging just because of the technologies that one is coming across in terms of the 5G technologies, the Internet of Things. Autonomous vehicles is a big thing, which was even CES was definitely a big exposure over there. Then you have the medical wearable devices. So all those technologies is where reliability is becoming a very challenging aspect. And that's where like cleaning comes in, and you want to ensure this packages, this devices, they are performing the way it's supposed to be.
Now how does that, to that point, how does that make it more challenging for you, for Zestron, in delivering the solutions that you do?
In that aspect, it becomes because we work as Zestron has almost like 6-7 different technical centers. That's a big aspect of it, because a lot of those companies, they have their headquarters, decision making, design, engineering team over here, but the manufacturing, everything is happening in Asia, in China, Taiwan, Malaysia. So we are very much like Zestron is in a unique position because we are able to collaborate over here with the design engineers, and we are able to work with them closely and help them out in establishing a good cleaning process, so that when this manufacturing gets transitioned to overseas, like to China or some other location, our team over there can quickly adapt and make use of those all those information, which is directly they can have it, so there is no lag time, so they can easily access our database and they can get those information. So that way Zestron is in a unique position. And secondly, since we are working with the design engineers, we can, it's more about design for reliability is where it's coming on to, because since the components are getting smaller and smaller, cleaning is becoming challenging. So we can not only work with the manufacturing engineers, but with the design engineers, and we can explain them why a certain component needs to be designed in a certain way, or what are all the other components that needs to be around that component, just because the cleaning can be easier and it's not going to be a challenge.
Exactly. And so do the customers come into the design centers initially then and work with it to creating the solutions there? Is that
absolutely? So that's one of the beauty of Zestron and our application technology is we are in all the 6-7 different centers, we have cleaning equipments that's much more prevalent or to that particular region. So for example, our Manassas facility in Virginia, we have almost like about 10 to 15 different equipments from all different varieties of industry suppliers and multipliers. They see the value in putting those equipments in our technical center, because there are a lot of customers, they come in, they are looking for a cleaning process, they come have a look and say, okay, there are 3-4 different equipments, which one would work for their application, for their process. So instead of traveling to California, to Illinois, Florida, they can just come to one location, do the different cleaning trials and different equipments, check for cleanliness, and then just verify what works for them. So Zestron that way is a unique solution provider for all these customers who are looking for some reliability and to meet just their challenges.
Yeah. No, that's fascinating. And it sounds like you guys are filling an important need in the industry here. So
absolutely, but Zestron is not, I would say, the only company. There are several other companies that's also, and it's across this apex. You would come across a lot of different companies, but Zestron has its advantages in terms of we have like 6-7 different locations, so we are uniquely located in all the strategic regions. And overall we have like close to like 50-60 application engineers worldwide, so that makes it easier with a lot of experience. And we also work very closely with all the multipliers in terms of like the soda paste suppliers, equipment manufacturers, and label suppliers. So it works out for them when they are about to introduce a new product. Before the introduction at such apex, they reach out to us and say like, can you guys clean our paste? Can you guys clean our fluxes? Are your chemistries compatible with our components? So we do that work beforehand, so that what happens is we can provide them with a confirmation letter saying our chemistries works best with your paste fluxes. So that way when they introduce a new product at such trade shows, conferences, their customers already have a solution.
No, that's excellent. But thank you today for taking the time with us, sharing your solutions. This is excellent. Thank you very much.